Hello, colleagues. I wanted to take a few moments to clarify two of the assignments that there have been many questions about. And so the first assignment that I'd like to talk to you about is the literature share. And so this is an individual assignment that each member of the group has an opportunity to really have choice in a piece of literature that they would select. And so you really want to choose something that you love, something that you use perhaps during an interactive read aloud or a mentor text that you use in your classroom. It can be a nonfiction text, it can be a fictional text. And so you just want to provide an overview of the text and possibly some teaching opportunities that you use the text with. So it's a very open-ended assignment. So if there are 4 or 5 members in group 1, then, or group A, they will be posting in the first assigned week. And so you'll check the groups that are listed on the sidebar, and you'll note what group that you're in and what week you'll be posting in on the discussion board. And so for each week, you will see that if you're in week 2 or group A, then you will post there. And so you'll only engage in this assignment one time. I do have a paper version of several copies. I did post one example. So you'll notice that this particular student just simply listed this text. She gave a little bit of an overview information. She talked about some possible applications. So it's very general. Some people get, very personal with it. They talk about why they like it or why they use the text. This particular person basically talked about an author, gave a little bit of information about it, and then selected a text, and then even posted some additional, ways that she uses the text in her classroom. Another student, right, put a little bit of a summary, a little bit of author's history, a few skills. It's really open-ended. It's supposed to be a very brief assignment. You can cut and paste the cover image from somewhere. You can, note where you got information from, if it's the author's page that you want to link and show people. So it's anything you really want to share about that text or that author. It's really open-ended, and meaning the real purpose is to really support your colleagues in providing them with a number of texts that they could access in the future. The next assignment I want to talk to you a little bit about is the reading response, which it's a learning journal that you're really just taking notes while you're reading. It's really a place for you to not really prove to me that you've read it and just summarizing everything, because really just telling me everything that's in the chapter isn't really purposeful to you. But it's a place to really record your thinking around a text, make some connections. So if you're reading and something really resonates with you about what you're reading, and it really resonates or connects to your classroom environment, so it might just validate something that you've done in the past, or it may really push you to say, oh, I never really thought about that topic in this way. And so you might even ask questions to your colleagues at this in your response. You might select quotes that you want people to really respond and talk to you about. So it's sort of a place like a book club that you're really using your notes and your thinking to push others. And so I always even hate to put a word count in there, like 250 to 500 words, because it really is sort of up to you and what resonates with you. I like to think of it sort of as maybe 3 to 5 paragraphs or a page of writing, right? So you have multiple chapters to respond to, and you really just want to have a place to engage with others around that type of work. And if we think about our students, when they're engaging with either an informational text or a narrative text or fictional text, right, they're always doing this type of work, and you're always doing this type of work. So sometimes you're taking notes right in the text, right? You're creating post-its, or you might even use a sketch notes, right? So there are so many ways to record our ideas and our thinking at this point, right? You might even take a photograph of some of your thinking and then write something briefly about, about what a little reflection, right? So it's very open-ended, but it's really meant to sort of push you as a reader in recording your thoughts, because it's something that we ask students to do all of the time. And so if we think about our learners, and as we get them to engage in a text, so this is a reader response from a sixth grader who sort of, thought about a calendar in how they would engage with pacing their stamina of the text, and then things that they notice or things that they wonder as they're reading. So you could actually create this notice and wonder for yourself in 2-column notes. So it's a very open-ended response, and I don't want you to feel like it's a place where I'm checking in to see whether you're reading or not. It's a place for you to sort of engage in different types of thinking and different types of structures to push yourself. I realize this is pencil and paper, but a lot of you will be doing it digitally. Some of you may feel more comfortable with a notebook and really just sort of taking pictures of your response. I'm open to either structure, but it's really a place to support your colleagues and really for you to create a learning community that you're engaging with the text and then engaging with one another. All of the assignments will be posted on the discussion board. You'll notice the thread for each week that should have the information inside of there. I tried to clarify the groups a little bit better by labeling them with a letter. If you're still having difficulty, please let me know and we can set up a time where we can engage in the module together. I'm happy to do that work.